Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today, we're flying high over the smoky skies of Oakland, California. That's right, this is one of the oldest homeless camps in Oakland. This camp has been here for as long as I can remember. And you can see it right off of the freeway, so you might have seen this if you have traveled down 880 or taken the BART, because there is really no missing this camp. The people here have built their own structures, and the structures have caught on fire a few times. There's the old BART train, and like I said, if you've taken BART, you will see that homeless camp. There's no missing this one. But here in Oakland, this has been here for quite some time, and they don't even try to clean this camp up. I really can't blame the homeless people for claiming their stake. There's this little piece of land right in the middle, an island of homeless people. And that's really the city's property, so no one can say it's private property. And you can see the trees have all been burned up because they've caught their houses on fires. You see, when the homeless have a dispute, they have a burnout, is what they call it. So they will just burn your house out. So each tree on this block has been burned up. There's two that's alive, but for the most part, they're dead. But there is quite a big slope right there, so you can see that they have made their houses on that slope. So there is construction involved in making these houses. You can see that little blue house on the corner. They've got a permanent good structure, a hard roof and hard walls, and they don't have to hear the tarp blowing around when the wind blows. You can see that one camper just set up right in the middle of the road. He's just claimed his own little island right in the traffic. It's funny that the police will give me a ticket if I park over 2 hours, but these people, well, they can set up their house right in the middle of the street. I guess I deserve what I get. You can see that a lot of the roofs are tarps, and some of them are actually construction material. Like that one has a hard tin roof, like you would find in Mexico or in Guatemala. This person has a tent or some kind of car in the middle of his. So you can see that they do have hard roofs, which is a blessing, because I wouldn't want to hear those tarps blowing all the time. Some people just have tents. Well, there's a good example of that dead tree. Somebody has caught that tree on fire, and it's not alive anymore. So I do see someone messing with their tarp right there. You see their hands? Yeah, there's people living in there. Yeah, I don't understand why they can't just not burn themselves out, but that's how they settle disputes, is by burning each other out. Boy, it'd be hard to live around some of these people that will burn your house down. It's funny how people just drive on by, including myself, as another world of people exist without plumbing, without electricity, without any kind of lock on their door. Yes, we do take that lock on our door for granted. Just imagine if your house was available for anybody to walk in anytime. It looks like these people on the street have got themselves a drum kit. That's right, drums. So I don't see a lot of bands around here, so I don't know if that's stolen property. I always assume the worst when I shouldn't. But that is a set of drums, and I don't think those people look like drummers. But what does a drummer look like? I don't know. So they're doing some kind of negotiation there. And there is always negotiations going on here because you have to trade, just like the old days. You have to trade something to get something. So it's not easy living this lifestyle. Nowadays, with fentanyl on the rise, well, just a little blue pill of fentanyl will only cost you $1 or $2. And you'll be high for a couple hours. But then your body starts to come down and needs another hit. So there's this vicious cycle of cheap drugs and cheap highs. And you got to keep continuously do it because your body gets, as they call it, dope sick. And you get hives and cold sweats. And so people say, just get off of drugs. Well, be careful, because getting off of drugs will kill you. Getting off of alcohol, cold turkey, will kill you. You got to do it right, if there's anything in right. Well, drugs and alcohol, they are prominent here, but not everybody is on drugs and alcohol, but most are. I always tell people, you would have to be numb to live this lifestyle. So that's why a lot choose to be numb with drugs and alcohol, because it's a hard life to live sober this way. So that is one of the oldest homeless camps in Oakland. And it's been here a while. I don't know why they can't park right, but what is right about this neighborhood? I wouldn't want to park there either. Well, it's sad to see the trees all burnt up and the people who have to live like this, but we all come from different backgrounds, so we shouldn't judge these people because no one likes to be judged. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these oldest homeless camp in Oakland adventures. I do believe it's the oldest, but like I always say, I make a lot of stuff up. I call myself the honest liar. Alright, you know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.